So Psychedelic Art Exchange is excited to offer a really unusual, rare, scarce, early item in our auction that closes this Thursday evening, April
Yeah,
4th. We are
May 4th.
we have an
Look at that.
FD-7 Euphoria OP1, one of the most ridiculously scarce items from the early family dog.
Yeah.
And it's hand colored by the original people. These pieces just, I mean, they don't exist in any kind of quantity. This is the only one that we've handled in 15 years. And it's really, I mean, it is a 4.5 on the CGC scale, but it's a, with the exception of, some pinholes, the poster is really in decent shape. It's got toning. It's got the bleed through from the marker on the back. This thing
Sure.
is painfully original. And yeah, I mean, I'm super excited to have this in the sale.
Yeah, from where I'm sitting, it looks beautiful. There's no paper loss or anything. And when it's in the holder like that, I feel like that kind of obscures some of the damage too.
Yeah, and you have to understand when you're talking about these early pieces, just to own one is an
Sure.
accomplishment. They don't exist.
Absolutely.
Is there a better copy out? Perhaps, but I mean, I haven't seen one. I haven't handled one. This is super unique. It's a super opportunity for anybody that hunts the early dog, which is is the deep collector's place for all of this stuff. The image is unusual too. It's really not like
Sure.
any early Wes Wilson pieces. At the time, Chet Helms was directing Wes as to, he had themes for the posters. And this, the image, it's a Krampus. Or you're familiar with the
Oh, yeah.
Krampus?
I don't
Yeah,
think I knew that. That's funny.
yeah, it's a cool image, and it's in great condition. And we're super excited to offer anything of this nature. The early family dog, it's a real, it's an honor to be able to have a piece like this in our sale. So
Yeah,
uh
it's very
yeah.
cool. Tell me a little bit about the hand coloring. That's something that or do you know around how many originally had that coloring on them?
It's hard to say. From what we're told, this poster only had a limited printing to begin with. A lot of them came down, but I would say originally maybe that, whatever they had the capacity to do, could they have done 50 to 100? Yeah, but the survival rate is generally like 10% of that.
Sure.
So in whatever condition, these things got battered around. They were souvenirs. Nobody was
Right.
thinking 57 years down the road that this would become a high-end collectible. So
Sure.
yeah, it's super unique. And it's also been authenticated by Eric King on the
Yeah.
back. This is one of those original printings. This was certification before CGC started. Eric King created the cataloging system. His authentication is, it's cool. It's a great addition to have on a piece.
Yeah, can you hold that up a little closer to the camera? I can't really.
I don't
It's
know.
like in very light pencil,
It's
right?
very light,
Yeah,
intentionally
yeah.
light. It's just his signature
Uh-huh.
game, and he's been doing it for years. And Eric's, still around and still an asset. So
Yeah, that's very cool. So there's so many different levels that make this something that you'd want to get your hands on for sure.
well, yeah,
And
I
it could
mean,
be another 15 years before you have another.
maybe this will be a headline sale and get some of these to come out of deep collections. That's the point. It's time. It's party time. Let's
Cool.
play.
Love it. Is there anything else that's interesting maybe about like the event or, which family dog number is this?
Number 7, and
Number
it
7.
is the OP1, the black and white version. There is
Mhm.
another pre-concert version that was in green that we've sold in 2017 for 15,000. It was an 8.5.
Sure.
There are more of the green ones. The OP ones
Mhm.
are much scarcer, and again, the hand colored OP ones are, virtually non-existent.
And was this still at the Fillmore or was this a little bit later on? I know we in our
This
last.
was at the Avalon.
Awesome.
It was only a couple, maybe through 4 was when Bill Graham and Chet shared the Fillmore, and then Chet found the Avalon Ballroom, and it became the, you know, the hip, laid back alternative place
Yeah.
where, you know, and the art, you can see sort of there's subtle differences in the early art between the Fillmore and the Avalon, and this is
Yeah.
and this piece stands alone. It really doesn't look like any other piece from the series.